Hello, what does the word please mean?
when you're asking for something. So by adding please, it softens the request and makes it sound friendly.
Why do we use please in our daily conversation?
We use please in daily conversation mainly to be polite and to show respect. It helps keep interactions
When should
positive.
we say please? How does saying please show politeness?
That's so. Thank you shows appreciation after someone does something for you, while please is more about both together create a really kind, polite exchange. So you say
Can
please
you,
to ask and thank you to show gratitude once they did.
can you give an example of a sentence using please? Why is please important in use please? What happens if not use please?
Use please. Requests can come across as abrupt or even rude. The person feel like they're being demanded of rather than asked for a favor. So it's really about maintaining.
It is necessary to say please every time we ask for something.
But in formal or unfamiliar situations, saying please just keeps things polite and
How
respectful.
does please make us sound better?
So please soften. Instead of sounding like a command, it turns the request into something more like a command.
Can please change the tone of a sentence and how?
Give me the report. You could say, could you please provide me with the report? That small change makes it sound much more polite and respectful.
What is the difference between a request with and without? How does teacher engage students to say please?
View themselves by using please in their approach, and they praise or gently remind them when they forget. They often set it as a class excellent, like we always say, ask something, so it becomes a habit over time.
Why does parents teach their children to use please? In which
Communicate as they grow up.
in which situation is please most important?
Exactly. So saying please turns the request from a command into a genuine thought. It shows you're not just expecting.
Can saying please help in making friends?
People feel like you're considerate, and that helps build trust and a sense of connection. super helpful for making friends.
Is please used in all languages?
That's a great question.
How does using please show respect?
So using please shows respect by signaling that you recognize the other person's autonomy.
It softens interaction so they feel appreciated and not just like they're being ordered around.
How can using please improve conversation?